Escape to Witch Mountain is a 1975 American fantasy children's film, adapted from the science fiction novel written by Alexander H. Key in 1968. The film was produced by Walt Disney Productions. Released in March 1975 by Buena Vista Distribution Company and directed by John Huff. Escape to Witch Mountain is the first film in the franchise of the Witch Mountain films. The second and sequel film, Return from Witch Mountain, recast the child lead actors Ike Eisenman as Tony, and Kim Richards, as Tia. In September 1978, Return from Witch Mountain was released to theaters on a double bill with Escape to Witch Mountain 1975. In 1982, Beyond Witch Mountain was produced as a television movie and broadcast on CBS through Walt Disney. In 1995, Escape to Witch Mountain was produced as a remake television movie. Released as part of The Wonderful World of Disney. A reworked feature film, Race to Witch Mountain, with a new telling, directed by Andy Fickman, was theatrically released in March 2009. The movie centers upon the brother and sister pair Tony and Tia, whose surname they initially know only as that of their deceased adoptive parents, Malone. The children are placed in an orphanage, where they face difficulties stemming from their strange psionic abilities. Tony can psychokinetically move and control inanimate objects with the aid of his harmonica, while Tia can communicate telepathically to Tony, commune empathically with animals, and experience premonitions. Tia also possesses minor telekinetic abilities. She carries a star case with her at all times, which eventually reveals a strange map. Tia has fragmented memories of her early childhood, including an accident at sea and a man she later remembers as the children's uncle Bene, about this sound listen, whom they believe drowned during their rescue. During a field trip to see a movie, Tia experiences a premonition and warns wealthy attorney Lucas Duranian against a potentially dangerous accident. Duranian informs his employer, millionaire Aristotle Bolt, of the children's unique abilities. Bolt, obsessed with the paranormal, demands that Duranian retrieve the children at all costs. Duranian's detective work leads him to the orphanage, where he poses as Tia and Tony's uncle, though not under the name Bene, and takes them to Bolt's mansion. Though initially suspicious of Bolt's motives, Tia and Tony are lured in by the wealthy trappings of Bolt's home. Bolt eventually reveals that he has been monitoring the children via a closed-circuit television system and that he and Duranian are fully aware of their unusually strong powers. The night of this revelation, Tia and Tony make an escape, using their abilities to psionically control a wild Mustang, guard dogs, and the security fence, as well as using Winky, Tia's cat, to make the allergic security guard let them pass. Bolt sends Duranian and a thug, Uberman, after the children. Tia and Tony hide out in a green and white Winnebago motor home owned by a crotchety widower named Jason O'Day, Eddie Albert. Initially negative toward the children, Jason gradually begins to recognize their powers and the truth of their story. Tia's vague memories of a disaster at sea intrigue him. He agrees to take the children on the route indicated by Tia's star case, which leads them to a mountain known as Witch Mountain, home to unexplainable phenomena. Avoiding Bolt, the law, and an incited mob convinced the children are witches, they eventually make their way up Witch Mountain, pursued by Duranian and Uberman, as well as by Bolt in a helicopter. As their memories begin to fully return, the children realize their accident at sea did not involve a boat but a spacecraft. Tony and Tia are actually of extraterrestrial origin. The double star emblem on the star case stands for a binary star system where their home planet was located.